Glasgow means dear green place. It reflects the city's historic and green landscape where St Mungo founded a religious settlement around AD 540. London originates from the Roman name Londinium, established around 43 AD. Its name means a place of the bold or the flowing river, referring, of course, to the River Thames, which cuts right through the city of London. Toronto in Canada. Toronto originates from the Mohawk word takaronto, interestingly, meaning where there are trees standing in the water. And were we to do a world tour of major cities of the world, I'm sure that in many of them, in many of their names, we would find a picture which helps define that city. And what is true of Glasgow, of London and Toronto, was true of the 6 cities of refuge. There was a picture in their names. And in our concluding reflection today, under our theme of a tale not of 2 cities, but a tale of 6 cities, we want to think about the picture presented in these cities. First of all, there was a picture in their names. The names of these cities were not just some random names. Far from it. These 6 cities painted a wonderful picture for the children of Israel, for Joshua and all others, of the provisions of God, of the mercy and of the grace of God. And these 6 cities, as we read of them today from Joshua chapter 20, paint for us a wonderful picture of the provisions of God, which can be and are ours in Jesus Christ. The first city, the city of Kadesh, that means righteousness. A refuge for the unclean. God is a righteous God. Shechem, a shoulder, as it were, to lean on, to find that comfort at. A refuge for one lost in the wilderness of sin. Hebron, which means fellowship. Many brethren assemblies and brethren halls are known as the Hebron Hall, the fellowship hall. Hebron fellowship was a refuge, a city of refuge for the lonely sinner. Bezer, meaning fortress. It was a refuge for the helpless sinner, where that sinner needed help and security to find that fortress and that solidity. Ramoth, meaning heights. It was a refuge for the wretched sinner. And finally, the city of Golan, which means joy. That was a city where the downcast could find peace and joy. Righteousness, shoulder, fellowship, fortress, heights, and joy. These were the names, the significance of the names given to these 6 cities. Do you see the correlation between these 6 cities in Joshua chapter 6 and the wonderful picture of the provision of God, even for us today? There was a picture in their names. There was also a picture in their necessity. Without these 6 cities, many innocent people would have died. People who had killed somebody accidentally would have been killed before they even got to the gate of the city. But because these 6 cities were there as places of refuge, these cities guaranteed that they would be able to come into the city, come in within the city gates and enjoy life and find that refuge and that security. Without these cities, many would have perished. These cities were necessary. And without Jesus Christ, many of us, in fact, all of us, would have perished. But because of his existence, we have that ability to enjoy life, to live life to the max, to live life, as it says in John 10:10, in all its fullness. A picture in their names, in their necessity, but also I believe in their nature, because these cities speak about the grace of God, about the welcome of God, of his love for the needy, of his love for those who have sinned and who are seeking refuge. These cities speak very much of the nature of God. And let me say this, that these cities were placed there geographically and strategically, but I believe also spiritually. They were there because God cared. They were there because God cared. God cared for those who were fleeing. God cared for those who needed refuge. And God today cares for those who are seeking refuge, who are seeking help, who are seeking that place of safety and security. God cared so much that he sent his one and only Son to die on a cruel Roman cross. God cared. And God, through Jesus Christ, has provided the way to that heavenly city. Let me finish with this. The same is true about Jesus, because Jesus cares about you. It's his desire that no one should perish. It's his desire that no one should be left out of the gate of the heavenly city, the celestial city, a city described in Revelation as a massive, radiant, and divinely prepared city, shaped as a perfect cube, 1,500 miles per side. It's built of pure gold, clear as glass, adorned with 12 precious stone foundations featuring jasper, sapphire, emerald, and more, featuring 12 pearly gates, all illuminated by God's glory. A river of the water of life, clear as crystal, flows from the throne of God down the middle of the city's street. The tree of life, yielding 12 kinds of fruit, stands within that heavenly celestial city with leaves for the healing of the nations. What an amazing picture. What an amazing picture of this heavenly city of refuge, which Jesus wants us to be a part of. We've seen in our reflections this week, as we've looked at a tale of 6 cities, the wonderful correlation, the amazing significance between these 6 cities in Joshua 20 and our salvation in Jesus Christ. Jesus wants you to be part of that heavenly city. Let me ask you, when the roll is called up yonder, will you be there?